What's up, guys? We're gonna get it going. Let me get these bifocals off. Waiting on YouTube. I'm here, Brian. Here we go, guys. What's going on, Bigfoot World? Gene, you right. Chicken is cold half the time, and I'm late all the time. But anyways, what's going on, Bigfoot World? First thing first, give me a thumbs up, guys. Let me know you guys can hear me, see me. Everything's all good. I'm from PA too, Brian. Brian, you know where everybody from. Brian come on here acting like he's new and shit. He's not. He's not new to this. Never been new. But what do you guys think about the pictures, man? They're crazy. What's going on, Antoinette? I see. Thanks, D. At least somebody listen to me, man. Hear me. It's been long years. These last couple years, I ain't gonna say this year. Last year, year before that, is it gonna get any better? I keep asking myself, but we getting it. We hanging in there. Moon Riders in the house. What pictures I got? Gene's in the house. I see you, Gene. He went from messenger to I see you. But nah, I ain't got a new girlfriend. I need one. I need a new girlfriend. Is there any takers out there, Antoinette? Thanks, Heaven Bound. I love that name, Heaven Bound Daughter. That's beautiful. VA Moon. But they are crazy. That just shows you how close I actually was to a man. Once I got up there climbing up that mountain, and they just fucking, I gotta watch my language. YouTube been on me, but they hollered at me like that. That's crazy. It's too bad I'm too far. Hey man, that's what we got: airplanes, rockets, vehicles, all that good shit. Philadelphia, PA. I'm in Connellsville, PA. But I got up there, man. He hollered from up there where I was pointing the camera at. Scott kept saying, you was looking right at him for a minute, and then you kept turning around looking at him. I'm surprised you didn't spot him off. But I kept looking up there because that's where it hollered at me from. And I was trying to come up around it. Hopefully it'll come pass over. But it never did. It just sat there. It just sat there and let me pass through. And then I heard him following the what about Ray Ray? Man, we gonna leave that one alone for right now. But that's Brian, that's just hit and miss, man. Hit and miss. I ain't gonna lie to you. There are 14 houses up on the left from Sheets and that Carnival Zoo on the way on One Ray Road. And you say all that to say what, Gene? I don't understand. Um, thanks, Bob. That's what's up, Blue. But as you notice, man, if you notice, some of you guys seen in the comments, I've been getting the threats. I've been getting them long before the YouTube comments. Damn, gunshots and shit. After I just talk about it. Thanks, Harper. But yeah, them threats. I ain't scared. I ain't scared. I never was scared. Or I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. I'm chasing these freaking 9 foot monsters out there in the woods, and you think that idle threat is going to make me stop? Crazy, crazy AF. But yeah, there's been a lot of comments, threats, idle threats about trespassing on certain property, which all the properties are pretty much state game land. And the certain property that person is talking about is owned by a hunting gun club. So for him to keep coming on my channel and leaving them idle threats talking about my last warning, man, I've been there 15 times since, and I noticed you got the brand new signs that far from legal because there's nothing on them. They're just simple, plain, no trespassing, and they put them in a public area. It didn't make sense. But it hit me, man. I understand why you don't want me up in there for the simple fact you don't want me seeing what's going on up there. Now, if you keep pushing the issue, the damn, are we have a tornado outside? What's going on? But anyways, I you keep pushing the issue, man. You keep leaving these stupid ass comments on my channel, Six Strings. Them thing your little friends that you're putting up there that's needing them milk caps that you hundreds of milk caps you leaving laying up there. October ain't that far away, and that shit can't come up missing. So don't keep coming on my channel. I didn't say nothing about it or what's going on up there, but if you want to keep coming over in my neck of the woods, I'm gonna spring out your neck of the woods. Leave me be, and I'll leave you be. Pretty much, you know what I mean. It has nothing to even do with Bigfoot. He just don't want me up there because of what's going on, and that's not stopping nothing at all by any means. By any means, actually wait for this next video because it's very interesting. You'll get a kick out of it. I pretty much cracked myself up. But with that being said, let's move on to the next thing. Um, guys, when I walked up there on them guys, I think I told you about this last week. I walked up on them, man. It was serious. They hollered at me from the top where I was pointing at, and from behind me, they was answering like, "Yeah, he's up there." That it was. I don't think that holler was for me. I seen the timestamp for sure, Lee. But and I didn't leave the peanut butter. Damn, I forgot. I forgot all about it, Lee. You're right, Gene. I do have a hard time leaving the chair, but when it seems like when I do get up and leave the chair, I get in trouble. Now these people threaten me talking about last chance, law enforcement's going to serve me with some trespassing papers. I mean, for real, really? Is I'm trespassing on some freaking state game lands? Really? I mean, whatever. It is what it is, and I'm not going to stop. I'll still be there. I'll be there tonight. Matter of fact, getting ready. If this rain passes over, I'll be there tonight in the state game land. So you want to meet me out there? That'd be cool. Nighttime in the woods. Let's have some fun. But anyways, next time you go out into the woods, make sure to wear a hoodie with a mask on. I'm not worried about that, man. That Gene, it's all good. I'm not gonna stop doing me. I've been doing this for how long, and I come across something that got too close to something, and you know what I mean. Now they don't want me in there altogether. If I was the case, I could have messed some shit up in there. You know what I mean. I could have told some wrong people there about that place, but I didn't. I just kept it moving and I left it go. I can get me a bulletproof vest. It always comes with, at first I was thinking that this all this shit came because I came up onto a group of Bigfoot again, and they responded. They were sitting right there, clearly on video, and then that week, here they go. Here comes the threats on my messenger, on my fucking YouTube channel. It's like, okay, whatever. Let's do it. Let's play that game. But you damn well stop because you put some words on my channels. Okay. But anyways, I was just checking out you guys' comments real quick. And then we get back into it. Um, I know I keep forgetting, Gene, but I think about people and it pisses me off. I need to do some tree knocks. I really don't leave because I feel like they already know I'm there. Like they know I'm there long before, way before I get there. And Jay, welcome to the family, man. I appreciate that. But they long before I get there, they know I'm there. I feel like there's no need to really. Um, I'm not messing around with them. I'm just gonna keep on doing me. Nah, you keep sidetracking me. I forgot. I forgot. Oh, Lee. They know that I'm there. There's no doubt about it. I was looking at them pictures, and neither one of them. There was a few that was sitting in that group up on that hill. None of them was the one that walked up on us that night up there at the waterfall. And it's all around the same mountain. The waterfall, the on no lands. It's all like attached, going up on into a higher pile. So it's not. It's the same. I feel like it's the same plan, but it's not the same one. So there's more than three. There's more than four because there was one down below. There's like five of these dudes running around up there at least. Who knows exactly how many's running around up there? But there's a few in that area. I know for a fact. If you remember the not last time, but a few months ago, I was walking through there just checking out the changes up there and what was all going on with these trees getting cut down and shit and so forth. I noticed that I feel like I'm in a tornado right now, guys. These trees are just like blowing completely over, coming back up the other direction. It's like shit, man. Should I go into the basement? I don't know. Mom, you on here? We got any tornadoes on the way? What's going on? Oh yeah, you're right. That's what I was getting into. The one that came up on us, I think he's the alpha dude that night, and he's a monster. He's so huge. He walked up on us, looked at us, and closed his eyes and backed into the night. And we didn't even hear him run away, walk away, none of that. It was like the dude was floating on air to, to go away from us. We heard something come up on us. That's why we would stop looking into the night. And then he came right up into the light and looked down on us. But that all happened in the same area around the same. It's definitely in the same track. I've been hollered at up there. That's why I keep going back up in there. But it looks like I'm gonna have to stay out the what they call the um hunting gun club property because they're gonna fuck around and shoot me if I keep going up in there, especially with what they got going on. I'm gonna leave that be. So I'm gonna work my way on out and go. Actually, where I ran into that mat, it was has nothing to do with what they're talking about. So it's pretty much cool, anyways. I was done with that part of the woods, anyways. They're getting ready to cut that shit down. So wish you luck for next year. They always get them on camera, big ones. They're huge. Them monsters are out there, man. And this is the season. It seems like they're out. They're back. There's no doubt about that, without a doubt, man. But other than that, other than the threats and all this, I've been good, guys. I've been getting everything together, trying to get these batteries together. I need one more camera. I mean, not camera, but one more flashlight. I want to have at least like three flashlights, two main ones, and one in case shit happens with the first two. I want to be ready because being out in that forest at night, it's you're not catching me in the dark. Do I think Bigfoot would get mad if I left him some bananas? I don't know. I don't know these guys. I don't know what they eat, how they eat it. I don't think they don't know bananas. Jay, goddamn man, I appreciate you. That's what's up. I definitely appreciate you, man. But I don't think they ever been introduced to bananas around here unless they stole them off of a camp or out of somebody's backyard. I don't think they would know how to eat that shit. But I appreciate that, Jay, man. That means a lot. But like I said, on the flashlights, I'm gonna get one more, and I've been getting ready for my flashlight fund. Definitely covered it and the batteries. I always forget the peanut butter. I do, and I definitely want to do that. Just Not just because it's given to them, because I'm feeding them, but just to know that they took it. You know what I mean? The last time I left peanut butter was up in Bigfoot land. Jay, I definitely appreciate that, man. It's definitely in my mind. I appreciate that more than you know. But the last time I left Big Peanut Butter, Bigfoot Peanut Butter up in Bigfoot land, they ended up coming taking it. There was like 3 jars. I ended up finding the jars a mile way over into the bone cave. So they carried that food all the way from that over to their cave just to eat that, man. That fascinated the shit out of me, and I knew that there was no wildlife carrying that in there. So definitely, I do want to leave some peanut butter there, just for the simple fact it lets me know that they're there. It lets me know that they're taking it. You know what I mean? And the ghost. I'm glad you mentioned that, Ryder. I was getting on to that. That was my next thing I was going to talk about. Guys, this devil documentary, I cut that shit out. I ain't gonna lie to you. I still got the footage. I still got all the text messages. I still got all that shit that I done put together. But I made an executive decision with everything that's going on. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Every time that I try to mess with that thing and put something together, a video with all the guys, it's not good. Don't mess with it. I'm not messing with it. I'm putting it away. The end of the day, what the message that this dude's trying to give out, the devil, is he wants to come here. He's here, and he's going to plant his seed. He wants to have a seed. You know what I mean? And he wants to spawn a Satan, and that's in the Bible. And he flat out says it. He says it in Russian. It's like not Russian, but it's Russian English. What? How they call it? It's like a Russian English accent, Latin, and that samurai language. There's 3 different languages he's speaking in, and he's saying the same thing in all 3 languages that he's cursed here for 112 years. This is so terrifying. But anyways, I scratched it out. Why is because I was at work. I had a perfect day, and I cleaned everything. I started on the fryers. I cleaned all the fryers, and then I left. Right. Soon as I left, the lever on the fryer pull out and floods everything onto the floor. I was on my way home to go work on this. Everything floods on the floor. I'm getting a text message with pictures like, "What the f is going on? What happened here? Can you explain this?" Like, check the cameras. I didn't do that, man. I didn't put. Why would I pull levers on the fryers and just waste all that oil, hot ass oil? You know what I mean? And it's just like a final destination when I'm around that fryer area. So many things set up to where I almost fell in the shit 3 or 4 times. So I completely scratched it. I already told you that about the ice scoop that we used to get the ice out. It was on top of the ice machine. It shot across the kitchen on me when I was coming into the kitchen. Right beside me, it shot. So I scratched that, man. It's not worth my life, and I ain't trying to get attached. Nothing that powerful attached to me. If it is the devil himself, I don't want it. And if it's a demon, like trying to be the devil or playing like he's the devil, I don't want no parts of that. He actually said that he knew Einstein, and like he went up against Einstein. He says I'm smarter than him. I kicked his ass, and it's like Einstein's how many years ago? You know what I mean? This is not a new. I'm not messing with it. I'm not doing it. I dropped it. I'm pretty much probably going to delete all the evidence that I have of it. If you want it, the clip, if you want to mess with it, go by all means. But I'll tell you what happened real quick. I'll run it down and tell you what happened. And God watch over me, give me the strength to keep these demons off of me. Um, they're separated. This girl and the dude Charlie and are separated, right? So she's getting these crazy ass text messages from the ex, and he's talking about how what he's doing, what he's going to do, and it's not him. It's not Charlie whatsoever. And she's looking at these text messages, trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Why is this person texting this shit to her? And he was going into some deep shit about he was cursed here. He was a lord. He was a god, but he gave that up to be cursed here for 112 years so he can plant a seed here. And he said, "That's you, you effing." And it was, I mean, he was using some crazy vulgar. I would definitely be demonetized if I said even a part of what he was saying. And she was like texting back, "I just want my Charlie back. Fight for it, Charlie. It's not you. This ain't you." Like it would scare me. It gave me chills. And out of the blue, this dude don't have no idea that me and her was talking. They were friends. You know what I mean? We're good friends, and she tells me what was going on pretty much. But out of the blue, and some one of the text messages, he said, "Oh yeah, about this dude Jeff." There's no way he known about me, should have known about me. She never mentions me to him. Her kids don't know me to go back and you know what I mean? And for out of the blue, and then he changed it. He changed it to something else, back to the planting the seed shit for her to get home so he can plant the seed type of shit. And then her daughter starts texting. I guess she gets a hold of the cell phone and starts messaging like, "Mommy, if you're okay, stay away. This ain't that." Like the little girl was scared. She's like 10 years old, and she's saying, "Stay away. This ain't dad. He's wrecking the house." So she says, "I'm on my way. Get your stuff together. I'm coming to get you, right?" And she leaves her house and goes to, to get her. So on her way to go to pick her daughter up to get her from that shit, she takes her phone and turns the recording on, like her cell phone. She starts recording with it and puts it in her hoodie pocket and walks in the house. And this dude's wrecking wall to wall. He kept saying he wanted this like the thermometer that controls the heat, the fireplace, anything, the toaster, the microwave, anything that had heat. This dude was going through and controlling it. Like he was trying to fight the demon. The demon wanted the heat, and he was trying to fight. I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it, but he was wrecking the freaking house up, busting shit up when she walked in, and he's talking in these other languages, and she just grabs. He's like she stays there for a minute, like trying to figure out what the hell's going on. As her daughter's getting her stuff together, she's trying to get her out the house. So she gets her daughter, and they finally leave, run out the house. The state police come, and the cop was scared. He's like, "This clearly, this dude clearly is somebody else." I mean, the way he was talking in Russian and other languages, he's clearly somebody else. So they kept him and put him in for like that 72-hour evaluation or whatever for a couple of days in the mental asylum. And I guess the demon kind of hid because they was going to release him the day that his sister was going down to pick him up. On the way out the door, I guess the demon surfaced and jumped on one of the nurses and tried to take out one of the nurses. So his ass went right back in there. I guess for 30 days he was locked up in there. I don't know what they did. I don't haven't talked to him. I haven't really talked to her about it. You know what I mean? I was trying to get away from it. I'm not gonna lie to you. With all that shit that's going on, I don't need that in my life. For real. If he did that thing did that to him in his life, I don't want no parts of that. But that was the outcome. They found after 30 days, they finally they, they they released him. They released him. He's back out. I don't know if they did exorcism on him. I don't know if the dude's still possessed. I don't know you know what I mean? But shit, I'm not messing with that. I was going to do a full documentary and just post up all the shit that they got and what he said and what they text messages and all that. But every time I tried, something would go wrong to where like this thing was trying to hurt me. It was trying to kill me. I ain't doing that, man. Man, it got to the point where I was going down the road in my car and I got power seats, right? And this is like a real true story. I was going to work and my damn car seat started pushing me up into the steering wheel. Like like it was trying to choke me out. And I'm trying to get the side button and the button wouldn't work. So I hurry up and whip it over into the parking lot, stop and slide over to the middle and to get away from the steering wheel. This thing kept going up like it was trying to take me. Man, it's like I'm not doing it. So, devil, if you hear me, you're good. I'm not messing with that shit. Go after the next person. I'm not that one. I'm not that guy. I did stupid shit. You know what I mean? But I'm not ready to be that stupid to mess with something that powerful. I got enough going on in my life. If you guys could understand that. But let me get caught up on you guys' comments, man. Cookie's good. Cookie's real good. She had pain in my ass. I came home the night before last. I came home from work, and Cookie gets all happy when I come in, and she always trying to hug me and shit. So I sat down on the couch and let her get her excitement out. All right, I come in here. I sat down at the computer, start like checking my emails and all that good stuff. And she come flying out the bedroom and come in here, looked at me, and then jetted out. Well, she came out the bedroom, came in, she's like jetted full speed. She stopped right here, looked up at me, jetted out, and went out into the living room, jumped up on the chair. You can hear her bouncing out there, and then she come flying back in here, looking at me like something's messing with her. Something was playing with her out there. I don't. It was crazy. It gave me a bad feeling because that's how she acts when I play with her. Like I'm gonna get you, and then she'll jet around all the rooms. Well, she started doing that. There's something out there. Something out there was trying to play with her, and it freaked me out, man. The shit's crazy. This that the spiritual world of life is freaking nuts. I wish I didn't know shit about it or experience anything about it, but I've done experience too much. Once you get into that paranormal world, man, it's wow. Are you going out this weekend? Yeah, actually soon. I wanted to go tonight, but we're high winds right now, and it's been raining all freaking day, so I know it ain't nothing but mud. I went out there so bad. Your son was on WPXI the other night with the baseball team. That's cool. That's cool as shit. Right, right. She had a lot going on in her life, man, and I don't want no parts of that shit. I mean, we're still friends. We're all still going, always going to hang out, but to get into that part of the shit, that thing's at his house. Let's keep it there. If I feel like if I start doing a documentary on that dude, that thing gonna move in with me and come to my house, and I don't need that shit. Lee, I would definitely love to take you out there to the woods one time. That'd be fun as hell. Harper, man, you said a mouthful, and that's now that you said that, a lot of you guys know about the shadow dude that lives here. I see him more than enough. My ghost friend terrorizes the shit out of me sometimes. I mean, it's crazy, but when I'm in I can get this on film on a regular. I know what the dude's doing now. Now, after being here for like 6 years, living here, I think this spirit always was here because he comes up the steps and he goes into my bathroom and he tries to unhook my shower curtain. And it took me a lot of time laying there watching it. Many nights just laying in the living room watching it. What it comes up in my hallway, it'll go into the bathroom and you'll see a shadow on my wall from the bathroom light being on, in the hallway, you'll see a shadow moving all around in the bathroom, and then when you're watching the wall trying to see what figure out what he's doing, he'll throw like a monkey wrench in it, and he'll take the bathroom door and he'll slowly open it, and you'll see the shadow just close, like closing in. You know what I mean? And then that freaks me out because I'm by myself. It's just me and Cook. Even Cook's up looking at it on the sitting on the couch beside me. We're both looking at it. She looking at me. I'm looking at her. It's like, man, Dad, we leave. It's time to go, right? But I can film this. I can actually film the door closing. It's weird, and you can see on the wall the shadow moving around in there, and you'll hear clicks going on in the bathroom. And when I went in finally, I realized that this thing's going into the bathroom and trying to take down my shower curtain. Or sometimes my shower curtain will be twisted. The hook will be over here and this hook will be over here. And it's just like playing tricks with me. I know that you told me a million times what to do with this thing, but at the same time, I don't know how strong he is, and I really don't want to piss him off. I can tolerate the shit that he's doing now, and for him to ramp it up, that'd just be too much. I don't know if Cookie would like that shit very much. It might get rid of him, but at the same time, it might make him go at it a little bit more crazier. You know what I mean? These winds are getting scary. I'm not scared. I just don't want it to get worse. Just little things he's doing now, I can deal with, like the shadow on the wall. I can deal with that shit, and the little things out the corner of my eyes jetting across there, I can deal with all that. It's when it starts throwing shit like it did at work when the ice cube arched across the kitchen in midair. I said, I'm not messing with this shit. I say, me, why am I even thinking about doing that? Why would I do that for? What was I smoking that night, man? But yeah, I'm not doing that one. Sorry, guys. At least I got to tell you pretty much the story of what happened with it. The dude's out and he's free. I don't know if he's still possessed or not. Time will tell on that. I mean, I'm sure she'll tell me. I don't know. Probably like the old grant. It feeds off your fear. Yeah, I know. That's why I used to be like scared of it. Like at first, when I first started living here, but after years of dealing with this shit, of seeing it and over again, you get used to it. I mean, just sitting here, how many times on Friday Night Live we were sitting here and the dude passed behind me, and then you guys were talking about, hey, turn around, turn around. Hell no, I don't want to see it. I gotta live here. I don't want to mess with it anywhere. Make that, man. I see, Frog man. Make that coffee, man. I got mine. You better get yours. I'm gonna stick to the Bigfoot shit. I'm not messing with that devil. That's just not me. All right, stop talking about it. It's just shit that's on my mind. And you guys asked me how's my ghost friend, and that's how he is. If you can't see it, it ain't there. You can see it. You can definitely see it. You know how many girls left out of here? I remember my friend Danny. He was sitting actually right there behind me in that bench, and we were watching videos. It's all connected. I don't know, but we're sitting here watching videos. We was both looking. He got cerebral palsy real bad. He's like crippled up. I don't even. That's neither here nor there. But he was sitting there, and we was watching, and he said, "Oh my effing god!" I turned around. He was crying, like tears was going down his eyes. I said, "What's wrong, Danny? You all right, man? You want me to call your mom? Everything good?" And he said, "There's a little boy just walked past there." What do you mean? He said, "A little boy just walked past there. Can you?" I had to walk him out the door. He said, "Can you walk me out? I don't want to. I don't want to go out there by myself." I had to walk him out the door, down the steps. Like he was scared. And I swear to you, the dude never came back since. He used to come every morning, hang out with me, drink coffee, bullshit, tell me what's going on up in his neck of the woods, type of shit, and just you know what I mean, gives him something to do. But ever since he's seen that, he never came back. It totally scared him away. I don't know if it's because he has like the mind of a little kid that he can see ghosts or what, but that was something. That was something. He definitely never came back, and he cried. He was done after that. He, so there's something here, and there's people that he scared people away to where they hasn't haven't came back. When I first moved here, the people on the second floor, this is a 3-floor house. The people on the second floor, I used to work with, and they would see shadows. Well, she was out in the back drive parking lot getting ready to leave, and she called me up. She's like, "Ain't it cold out? Go in the house. Why are you on your porch?" I said, "I'm sitting here on the computer. I'm not on the porch." So I go, no, she said, "There's somebody on your porch. So there's a shadow keep walking around out on your porch, going back and forth out there. I think they're knocking on your door." So I go out there and there's nobody there. So I'm looking down off the banister down into her car and I'm waving at her. She said, "Who's that beside you? Who you got up there? Who's there with you?" Like, "I'm by myself." She said, "No, to your right, there's somebody standing there looking down over with you." And there wasn't shit there. She's saying there's a black figure sitting there looking down over that was standing right beside me. That's some freaky shit. Yeah, we're getting hit too. It's been thunder and lightning, high winds. But it was crazy. 2 days ago, I was watching Suspicious Observer on YouTube, and he was talking about this. He's like, the solar corona holes were facing Earth, and they sent out a blast. And come Friday, we're gonna get hit with high solar winds. Come woke up. It started late last night. Like, damn, that dude know what he's talking about. Cause sure as shit, these winds are folded over right now. He wasn't lying. He definitely know what he's talking about. Pole shifts. He's talking about that too. Suspicious observer. It's messing with it. They talk about that, and he ain't the only one talking about the pole shift. It's slowly moving. They're steady making changes, but what's that really doing to us? You know what I mean? What's going to be the fun? I don't even want to go down that road. Not tonight. Not tomorrow either. We'll wait and see what happens. But Dottie, we are too, man. It sucks because I wanted to go out tonight. I wanted to get a. I'm getting a night vision coming up soon. I just everything's stopping me from going from getting out there, man. I don't even care if it's cold out. Just the rain and these high winds. For one, you won't be able to hear me with the wind and the rain. I ain't trying to get sick because I gotta go to work. I hate lightning too, man. I don't know where my mom's at, but she can tell you. We lived in Oklahoma, and we lived in this brick concrete. It's like an old fashioned motel type of shit, and it was like a 1-floor motel, 1-room motel. And when we just first moved to Oklahoma, we stayed there, right? And I mean, if you know anything about Oklahoma, it's all flat, and when they get storms, they get storms. Every house gotta have a freaking storm cellar in the backyard. Everyone got a storm cellar, underground storm cellar. That's how bad they have tornadoes and shit. But we didn't have one. Living in that, now that I look back, living in that old motel, we didn't have one. But we're sitting there and it's thunder and lightning real bad, man. Thunder and bad. And this lightning, we're all sitting on the floor. I remember like it was yesterday. We're watching Roseanne sitting on the floor, and this thunder and lightning. We're all kind of nervous because it's crackling. It's coming down. You can hear hell bouncing, and they got tornado warning flashing. The sirens are going off out in the background, and this lightning bolt comes sideways and through one wall and out the other, through a lamp and out the other wall, man, sideways. Big round lightning bolt. All of us just looked at it in amazement, man. That blew my mind. The lightning bolts can do that. They're shot sideways like that, and through the house, through a wall, and out the other wall. That's crazy. To witness that shit as a child, I'll never forget that, man. Never. I'll never actually. For that reason, I'll never live out in that area where they get storms like that. Never. Them storms are so fierce. I don't want to. Who wants to live in some shit like that? And they do it. Them guys and people in Oklahoma, the Indians, the Mexicans, they're all out there. They do it every year. They get hit. Tornado come and wipe their shit out. They out there building the next day, cleaning shit up, building, picking their brothers and sisters up and building. I mean, I can't live like that, man. Who want to live like that? That's like living. Everybody want to go to a tropical island. Meanwhile, it gets underwater like 3 times a year and shit. Fucking hurricane wipe your shit out. I'd rather be up high in the mountains where you're protected by everything except for the lions, tigers, and them damn bears. You know what I mean? I'm glad. It's like I'm in a perfect spot. I'm good where I'm at. I hear you, Gene. I hear you, Gene. But Oklahoma ain't no joke when it comes to storms. Believe that. Believe that. I've been there. I've seen tornadoes. Dude, there's another true story. No shit. Where my mom at? Because she could tell you. We was coming back from Oklahoma in coming to Pennsylvania from Oklahoma, coming across state in a vehicle. And somewhere in between, I think it was in Kansas, we coming through Kansas, and this freaking train passed us up. This 3-car train going down the interstate passed us up. I mean, we was in a 5-lane interstate, and this goddamn train passed us up like we was sitting still. That was a crazy storm. That tornado wasn't shit. And my mom's boyfriend thought he was Superman trying to speed doing 150 mile an hour trying to stay ahead of this tornado. And it's like right there out our passenger side window coming right up beside us. And this dude's whizzing. Man, I should have been dead 50 times over now that I look back on it. To have a train pass us up like that, that shit's crazy. That shit's crazy. Mom, where you at? Because I know you guys just don't believe me. My mom can tell you she was in the front seat, front passenger seat when that shit was right past us. A tornado. We outran that tornado too. Actually, he was a good driver. Old Pete was a good ass driver. I give him that. He wasn't much else, but I give him. He got us out of that. That was a nightmare. Storms, they ain't no joke. I guess that's the moral of what I'm trying to tell you. Storms ain't no fucking joke. Be careful. Don't underestimate any storm. That's the moral of that one. Cause you think it's just something simple. It turned out to have some power behind that shit. I see you, sunshine. It's all good, man. You can always go back. You ain't really missing much. It's just a lot of me venting on some dumbass dude. That's what's up. All right, protect it easy, man. I ain't far behind you. I'm getting hungry myself. Got the munchies, dehydrated, and all that good shit. I'm at that point, I ain't doing shit but rambling. But anyways, guys, I am definitely coming. I'll never give this up. I see a lot of comments asking where am I at? Why am I not posting videos? Is I'm trying. Trust me, I am trying to get out. I have every intention to get out there. As long as weather permitting, I'll be out there. It seems like every chance I get, I only have maybe 3 days out of a week that I can actually get up and get out there. And all them days out of the week is always what it is today. Rain, snow. I don't even really care if it's snow, but it that rain just makes you miserable. And mud. I got an email. I do got an email. It is. I'm gonna type my email real quick, guys, if I can see. There it is. I got it for you, man. I'm sorry about fidgeting. My eyes is falling asleep, man. He's sitting here. I've been sitting in this chair like for the last 3 hours, going through comments and just analyzing shit, see what's going on with the channel, watching videos. Have I heard from the Men in Black? Um, Not recently, not at all, not in recently. Hopefully, I don't. I will definitely be back. I ain't done. I'll be back out there, Moon Rider. That's what's up, Big Bigfoot. I'll be watching for it. I'm getting some ball spots, G. Man, I'm getting old. I'm getting old, but the Men in Black now, I ain't. There ain't no reason for them to come around. I don't think that encounter was good enough for them to come around. I'd have to be chased out of the woods by them for them to come around, and it's coming, man. Because I got a plan. Next time that happens, that instead of that walking around bullshit, I'm cut right up into them. See what happens. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, I get scared when that shit. This dude hollered at me. He sounded like a human hollering. Like you come up here, I'm jacking you up, and like my mind might be saying, "Go ahead, walk straight up at it, see what happens. Go straight toward it." You don't know. I appreciate that, Brian. Definitely, I definitely do appreciate that. It made me forget what I was even talking about. Oh, and I always talk myself out of it. Like, you get an arm's reach, you're not walking out of there. You get tangled up in that shit, you're not getting away. Either way I look at it, if it wanted me, I'm not getting away. They're by far quicker than me, stronger than me. If they want me, they got me at any point in time. So it, I'm not. I, I'm not going to keep walking around them. I think this summer, my intentions are going to without thinking about it because I know they can read my mind. I know for a fact that freaking dudes can read my mind without thinking about it. And when they holler at me again, you're gonna know I'm gonna cut straight up toward it. Even if I got to climb mountains, I'm mark straight at it. See what happens. It's either gonna get up and walk away or get up and jump out on me. One of the two. And at the end of the day, it's gonna be on film. So that's my plan this summer. I'm going to walk straight up at it. In the woods, returns rivers like the movie. I don't. And I almost did a couple times, Moon Rider. I ain't gonna lie to you. At least once. I went out. It was this year, last summer, and on a night trip up in Bigfoot land. We're walking up, cutting across Bigfoot land, and um, I don't want to say the wrong shit, but this group of people showed up on about 50 ATVs, and I think some of them was already there because when we cut across there, somebody hollered, "You're dead. Who is that?" And I, the game was on from there. All right, we crawling around the woods for like 2 hours trying to get out these woods, and there's all these people on the dirt road going around this forest, circling around us, looking for us. They know we're in there, and they're trying to find us. Well, they found where I parked my car at, and they hung out there. whenever we all came out of the woods to made it like I was maybe 50 feet to my car, man. And I seen these lights come down and made a right down this dead end road that I was parked at the end of a dead end road, and these ATVs started coming down this dead end road. I swear to you, I swear there was every bit from where my car was parked all the way to the stop sign was nothing but lined up ATVs. The whole road was lined up. What they was doing up there that time of night, I don't know. What their intention was, I don't know. But they caught me going to my car, and the funny one stops. What you doing up here? Why you up in these woods? I said, man, we're cool. We're just up here shooting a video for YouTube. He said, what the hell? What you making? Pornhub videos? Two men in the woods. So, that's funny, man. But now we're just shooting wildlife up here. It's whatever wildlife jumps out. You're just doing some, like you said, Brokeback Mountain shit. Who's on who? And type of shit. And they're trying to get us to say something smart so they can all jump on us. You know what I mean? So I try to keep it de-escalated and inch my way to the car. The dude was with me had a gun on him, and it's like I didn't want it to go to that far. We're outnumbered by 50-2. It was a bad situation. Nighttime, we're in the forest, and these people had us up there talking about some Brokeback Mountain shit, and I wasn't having it, man. So finally, I kept joking with him, like, nah, man, we're just shooting videos. It's cool." And I think the camera might have saved my ass because they knew that they was on camera, and they didn't. You know what I mean? They might have saved me, but at the same time, we inched our way to the car, and once I got there, I threw rocks on them. I ain't player with them. I went sideways out that bitch in my Cadillac, and that scared me. You never know what you're gonna run into up there, man. You really don't. I mean, there's some dumbasses in this world, and I'm glad that that's as far as they took it. They could have took it to a whole nother level, and I'm glad that it didn't go that way because I'm here to tell you about it. Maxwell House is good. You got that right, Frog man. That's some of the best coffee in the world, man. I drink to that shit. That's what I drink, Maxwell House. I would carry Brian, but when you got felony charges when I was 18, psh, fuck that up. Forget me a gun. I can't even go hunting, man. What sucks, my kids are out there running around hunting, doing this, buying that. Dad, look at this toy, and I can't even look at it because it sucks, man. They control your life with that shit. I ain't never had my license, and they done suspended them for some shit that I ain't even do yet. Underage drinking. How you suspend my license when I'm like 14? And you know what I mean? It has nothing to do with driving. That's just crazy, man. Some of the laws are just twisted to where they got you no matter what. You remember that video? It wasn't a good situation. Yeah, I was. It's all on video when they rolled out on me like that. That freaked me out, man. I'm glad that that's all that was. There were so many different situations we ended up in. We decided to play random. If you notice, I played Randonautica one time, once. I watched many videos, guys, of different Yasko. I watched all them Randonautica that guys that's out there doing that shit. So I'm thinking, you know what? I'm gonna try that shit and intent like find Bigfoot's house. I'm gonna go out there in the woods and get on Randonautica and use that tent. That we're going to Bigfoot's house. We're gonna find Bigfoot's house using Randonautica. That's what I'm thinking, right? I go up in Bigfoot land, up in this middle of this opening out in the forest, and I pull up Randonautica. There's nothing out there. We've been up there for like 20 minutes at this point before I even pull this app up. I turn the app on, and Fred, Fred in the hole's attention was murder. Like, Fred, 12 o'clock at night, we're in the freaking middle of the forest, and you want to conjure this shit. But his intention, he kept saying murder, murder, murder. Um, the girl was money. I forget what girl was up there. I lost track. I ain't gonna lie to you. and mine was Bigfoot's house. And I hit the go button on Randonautica, and it gave me a point. Like it was a 35-minute walk out on the backside, on the other side of Bigfoot land, like down over the mountain, down deep in this valley. And I ain't never really been down in there at that time of the night to be walking that far. Like, nah, I ain't doing that. We ain't gonna do that. But I can save this point for the daytime, and we can come back and check it out. So we decided to do that. I shut the app off and put the phone in my pocket, and we started cutting across, heading over into Moy land. At that point, once we got over into the thicket of Moy land, these ATVs, there was two of them that started up from the deep side of the forest. They started up and shot up at the mountain straight up at us and made the left. They stopped at my vehicle for like 15, 20 seconds, and then they took off. Never heard them again. They was already there. They had to already be there, man. Deep in that forest, they had to be out there set. But it was just weird, and I never really used Randonautic again after that. If you notice, every time the other YouTubers play that game Randonautica, they get a follower, the white van they pick up. They got trackers on their shit. I don't need that mess. I ain't messing with that. Guys, I do enough dumb shit on my own that, you know what I mean? You'll have her call you. Let me get caught up on you and comment. What am I missing? Thanks, man, Ryder, with that Brokeback Mountain comment. That's funny. I am definitely not doing no Brokeback Mountain nowhere, especially with another dude up in the mountains. What the hell? You gonna take my life on that one? Um, Even though Bigfoot can cloak and all sorts of supernatural things, they still utilize tunnels. They're definitely underground. Um, Sweeping shadows. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I said well, pretty much everything. I'm pretty much rambling, like I said before, telling you guys stories of situations I've been in. You guys remember going up into Sheila's world? Um, that was interesting. I went up. It was me, Jeff, and Mike going up. We was going to find. Sheila said, "Follow the creek up, and if I go straight, I'll find a waterfall. If I cut to the right, the stream wise off. If I go to the right, I run into a cave where they live, and if I stay straight, wow, that's crazy. I must be tired. I am. I got a lot on my mind. But she said if I stay straight, that I'll come into the waterfall, and they hang out at both places. She said before I get to the waterfall, they'll chase me away from it. That's like their property, and they don't want nobody up in there. You'll take me hunting. That's what's up, man. I'll definitely go with you. I'll let you do all the shooting for real. um, my phone's ringing. Yeah, Mike Jones. Mike Jones is calling me. I don't know why. But anyways, I forgot what I was talking about. I was reading your comments, checking the phone at the same time. I was rambling. Uh, Sheila's world. I get up in there and Jeff and halfway back in, Jeff and Mike they pussy out pretty much, and they turn back. And I keep on pushing in. I want to find this cave where they live at. You know what I mean? This is a clan that grew up with Sheila. We done met them like 3, 4 times. I mean, I know that they know Sheila. You guys know that they know Sheila, but I went up there to see where they live, to see the cave, see if I can get in there type of shit. And I seen the Y, but I didn't know which way was which. The way everything was growing back there, and I really couldn't take the right, so I went to the left. It really went left and right. So I took the left and I followed it up in, and I came to this waterfall. And as I'm at this waterfall and I'm looking around, some up top, I see a duck down, and I'm starting to get freaked out. I'm starting to like panic, man. This shit was crazy. So as I'm sitting there, I'm looking for some more signs of Bigfoot in this area. I hear in my ear, I hear, "Hurry up, get in here! Jonas is coming. Jonas is coming." And it's like, what the hell is she saying? And and she was like really persistent. Hurry up, man. Hurry up, get in here. Jonas is coming. Jonas is going to get you. And it's clear. So I get spooked and I can't see nothing. I can hear this little girl saying this, but I can't see her. And she's nowhere around. I'm down in the valley. This waterfall, this 50-foot drop. There's a wall with water coming off of it. Shit was amazing, man. But I came out of there when I reviewed that footage that night, loud, perfectly clear. You can hear what she was saying to me. She was really saying, "Jonas is coming. Hurry up." And certain points that you pause on that video on the waterfall, and you pause it, you'll see an Indian girl in the waterfall, in the water coming down. There was an Indian girl. That blew my mind. But I like to go back out to Sheila's world. That was fascinating. Fascinating to say the least. I had a Bigfoot try to sink my boat at 3 in the morning. Me and Kyle. That's when Kyle became a believer. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. We had some crazy ass experiences out here in the world, man. For real. Yeah, I got a night video coming soon, Brian. Ermin Rider. Real soon. But with that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I did enough rambling, storytelling, talking. But in this journey of finding Bigfoot, guys, you really do experience so much on all levels and go through so much at the same time, man. There's so many forces out there that's trying to stop what you do when it comes to that it's sad. I don't really understand. I mean, I do understand why they're protecting and keeping them on the down low, but at the same time, I don't think it's that big of a deal. To be honest with you, you know what I mean. I know they'll lose a lot of money, and they got the fear of the protection being put on them, and then they can't go cut the trees down and all that good shit. Yeah, I understand all that, but at the same time, it don't have to be that extent. You know what I mean? We all live on the same planet together. We might well learn to get along at one point. It's time to go to McDonald's, right? I can go for some, Gene. You want to give me the number one? I'll take a number one, the Big Mac meal. Sheila's good. She's good for her age, and you know what I mean. She's still puffing away. I appreciate that, Sweeping Shadows. I like that name too. That's what's up, Eleanor. We had some crazy encounters. None of them really bad, except for the one where they tried to take Mike. It really wasn't bad. It could have been so much worse because they stopped and they cut to the left. They left him be. You going to sleep, Antoinette? I know. I feel you. I'm boring. I understand. What's up with the spring clean? I don't know. You mean in the videos? That whole patch of woods was pretty much clear. I noticed that too, and they're pounding it up. They're pounding all the brush up. It's like only certain areas they're getting it. I think maybe they're getting it ready before it all grows in with the briars and the leaves and all that stuff. They're getting it ready for how they want it. And once it's grown in, they'll be in the thicket of it. Like they can move around freely while it's all grown in on the outside. You got to fight to get in. And once you done did that, they know you're there for making all the noise. With that being said, I'm getting out of here, Bigfoot World. I'm gonna go ahead and get something to eat and call it a night. Stay tuned for this next crazy ass adventure, guys, because I'm gonna be out there. There ain't no doubt about it. Stay tuned, guys.